Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna, and this channel is all about teaching you how to level up in your faith, fitness, food, and freedom. And today's video is something that people come to me about all the time. How to create more time in your schedule. A lot of people feel like they are just running and going and doing and just trying to do their best to get things done. Time management. Because at the end of the day, if we as people can get to a point of really grabbing it in and getting the rein on time management, we'll have more time to spend with our family. We'll have more time to do things for ourselves. We'll have more work-life balance, whether you are working your 9 to 5 or if you're starting a business or a ministry. If you want balance in your life, if you want to just be able to feel like you have some type of freedom or flow, more than likely it comes down to your time management. Let me know in the chat, where do you feel your time management is right now on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being the lowest when it comes to managing your time, and 10 being like, I got this, I know what I'm doing, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing because I got it. Depending on where you are, I'm gonna give you 5 tips to better manage your time. Okay, so the first tip I have for you is to handle things once so that you don't have to come back to it. Now, I know this was a big struggle for me. I used to be a really a messy person where I would set things down, or I will just say I'll get to it later, whether it was in my kitchen, or whether it's at work, whether it was in my home. Like, handle things once means that you drink a cup in your kitchen, and instead of setting it on the sink, you actually put it where it's supposed to be. You put it in the sink, you wash it, you put it away. Or another example of this is, let's say you're working your job and you receive an email, and you get this email and you could easily just reply to this email and mark it off of your to-do list. But you don't. You say, you know what, I'll get back to this later. All that is procrastination. And those little procrastination tasks are the things that pile up. I have a membership program where I help people with accountability. You can click the link in the description box to learn more and join if you want, and you struggle with consistency and accountability in your ministry or your business. But in this, one of the things that I teach my ladies is that if it takes less than 5 minutes, just do it. If it takes you less than 5 minutes to do it, just do it. Because for me, it's like those little things that I could do. Like right now, I'm looking at a water bottle on my table. I'm looking at my shoes on the floor, but I rushed here to do this video. Now, I could have just put these things away right now, but I procrastinated, I waited, and now that's something extra that I need to do later. So handle things once so that you don't have to go back to it again. You know, think about what it is that you do in your day-to-day. Like, really start to take these tips. And when you take these tips, look around your schedule, your day, and see if you do these things. Because then you would need to really say, hold on, okay, this is something that I do, and this is sucking up my time. Because now, let's say that all these things are out of place in my house right now. When I get off this video, instead of just driving to get my son, at some point I'm gonna have to come back and pick these shoes up and pick this water bottle up and put these things away. So that's just an example of why it's good to handle things one time. Because if you do it right then and there, it doesn't pile up, and then you don't have a long to-do list that begins to make you feel overwhelmed, makes you feel tired, make you feel like, how am I gonna get this done? Because that's where the overwhelmed feeling comes from, and that's where it sucks up your time. It comes from when we have those little itty-bitty things that just start to pile up, and then we feel overwhelmed, like, I'm never gonna be able to get this done. So handle things one time, and it'll free up some of your time. The second tip that I have is to write things down, brain dump. Think about it. Our brain is like a computer. If you think about your brain is like a computer, and you are storing so many things day after day, hour after hour, minute after minute. Imagine you just kept putting files on your computer's desktop. You put photos, pictures, this, that, all these things on your desktop or your computer. Eventually it's gonna be cluttered. You're not gonna be able to see the desktop. You got this nice picture underneath on your desktop, but you have so many tabs and things open that you can't even focus on what you need to focus on. That's how I see my brain sometimes. I'm talking to myself, and I have to brain dump literally once a week at least. Every Sunday I do a brain dump where I dump everything out of my brain and I put it on paper, and I say, you know what, I need to attack this. And throughout the week, those things that pile up and that linger, I attack it throughout the week, and then I do another brain dump on Sunday. So brain dumping, where I'm writing down what's in my brain, that is what helps me have more time, because no longer am I feeling confused and stuck, because we're talking about time management and how to create more time. I'm creating more time because it may seem like you're spending time doing a brain dump, but you're saving time because you're not frazzled, you're not confused, you're not trying to figure out what it is that you need to do. You know what you need to do because you dumped it out and you wrote it down, and all you need to do is execute and get it done. So my second tip is to brain dump and write things down. Write them down as they come along. When you begin to receive them, keep a notebook in your purse, in your bag, by your bed. I don't know what you need to do, or even on your phone. But as things and thoughts and ideas and to-do list tasks comes up, write them down and you will begin to see that you have more time. Third tip is to turn off technology during your high energy time. So for me, I'm at my peak level around noon. I'm at my peak level midday, you know, I'm gonna say between maybe 9 a.m. until about 2 p.m. That is my peak time. I'm gonna do my best work. I'm feeling the best. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to move. So if those are my peak times, then I need to at some point work without distractions. I need to remove distractions during that time so that I can get things done during that peak time. And sometimes we get distracted. We start to waste time. We get on social media. We start to scroll. We start to do all these things because of the distractions that's coming our way. So for me, my biggest thing is that during my peak times of focus and clarity, I will put my phone on airplane mode. I will turn it upside down. I'll put it in another room, but I'm getting rid of any distraction that can come. And then when I do that, then I'm able to work. I'm able to move. I'm able to see progress in what it is that I'm working on. And again, I've already brain dumped. I've already dumped everything out of my mind, and I'm able to move forward in what I need to do. Okay guys, so I have to run to pick my son up, so hopefully it doesn't look different. My camera setup is still the same, but anyway, let's get into tip number 4. The fourth tip that I have for you is to monitor time-sucking addictions. So you want to watch out for those little things that you do that sucks up your time, whether it is watching Netflix, binge watching Netflix, whether it is watching YouTube, because again, YouTube is good. You can learn and you can grow from YouTube. But you can also sit and mindlessly just watch videos on YouTube. Instagram Reels, TikToks, things like that where you're trying to have better time management. So you want to watch out for those things that suck up your time. Like a vacuum cleaner, it's just vacuuming and sucking up all the time that you could have to do the things that you actually want to do. So maybe you want to work out and you're telling yourself, I don't have enough time in my day to work out. But you might want to look at how much time you spend on Instagram, on TikTok, on Facebook, watching Netflix, because you can more than likely replace the time that you spend mindlessly scrolling with time doing other tasks that you actually want to do. You can go and start a hobby. You can start to sew. You can learn how to jog. I don't know, but look at what you currently do and see if you have any of those time-sucking addictions in your routine every single day. For me, I know that I can easily get on TikTok and I can mindlessly scroll. Like if I get on TikTok, I'm scrolling, and I look up, it's been 30 minutes. I look up, it could be an hour, but I know that I don't want to waste time. So number one, I can't hold myself accountable. I stay on top of those mindless time-sucking addictions that I have. Also another one, I play games too. I have a Nintendo Switch. Very easy for me to pick up my Nintendo Switch and start to sit there and play. Now what I do is reward myself now with time to play games. So if I did what I was supposed to do that day, I was able to get my work done, I was able to stay on top of my schedule and my routine, then it's like now I can sit down and I can do whatever I want to do. I can go out, I can hang out, I can play games, I can do whatever it is that I want to do because I did what I needed to do for that day. So sometimes you may need to reward yourself. This is a bonus tip. Reward yourself for actually doing the things that you need to do. Because just like with children, you think about kids in school, they get a gold star when they finish their work, when they sit down, when they do what they're supposed to do. As adults, sometimes we need a reward system put in place for us. And for me, I reward myself with the things that I like to do when I do what I'm supposed to do. So that's tip number 4. Okay, and the 5th and final tip is to create routines. Now, I'm not saying a schedule. We need routines because if we want to have better time management, we want to know when we're doing certain things. So for me, I wouldn't necessarily say that I have a schedule. Now my schedule may be in my calendar, but my life revolves around my routine. Because if we know, something that we know is that success comes from consistency. If I want to be successful in something, I need to consistently do it. So if I wanted to become a better basketball player, I need to consistently play basketball. If I wanted to become a better pianist, then I need to consistently play the piano. If I want to better manage my life and have more freedom in my life and have more time, then I need to consistently stay on top of my routine. But a routine, you want to have a routine. You want to have something. You want to get up at the same time every single day, because that's a routine. That's something that you're doing every single day, because now your day is just not all over the place. Like, if I don't have a routine, my day is all over the place. There's no structure. Think about a child who has no structure. They're running around everywhere. They're screaming in the stores. They're falling on the floor. They're picking things up. They're putting things down. Like, that's what our life looks like when we don't have structure. Our life without structure is like a child just running all over the place in a grocery store. But when we have structure, we tell them, don't pick up anything when you come in here. Don't do this, don't do that. It knows the parameters of where it can move and go. But for me, my life was all over the place until I built a routine. I'm gonna create like a freebie for you guys that helps with like routine, so you can basically fill in the blanks and create your routine. So I'll more than likely make that video this week just to help people when it comes to your routine and things that you can do. But those are my 5 tips that I have when it comes to freeing up your time and having more time throughout your day. Okay, so if this video has helped you when it comes to ideas that you can have and begin to implement into your life to create more time and have more time in your day, make sure that you subscribe so that you can see more videos. Again, this month is all about our takeover series, different things that you can do to take over in your life. But these tips, this time management, is what allows us to have freedom and have more flow in our life. So if you want more videos like this, again, my channel is all about helping you level up in your faith, fitness, food, and freedom. Make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.